What's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another fake Grand Order video for you, and of course, gang, it's time to talk about that beloved season that comes only twice a year, the guaranteed SSR summon. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of GSSR videos out there, and it may seem like I'm just adding an extra one to the pile, but, well, I am, but also, you should be looking at a bunch of these other great videos as well, because the best way to make an informed decision is to pull in stuff from a bunch of different sources, aggregate all that information together, and find out what works best for you. Not like that weird uncle in your family who watched 5 minutes of one YouTube video and now decided the moon landing is faked. So hopefully this video, as well as all those others, helps you out in choosing your favorite GSSR. And if it does, be sure to go ahead, like, and subscribe. So the banners this year are a wee bit weird. They are based around servant release, so it really depends on which of these 4 years you are really pining for. As always, for a lot of people, the best option is going to be go ahead and pick your most desired servant from a love standpoint. And I definitely can agree with that. It's one of the things that's influencing my decision on the GSSR myself. But there are, of course, other factors that can come into play. I will be going over the 3 best GSSR banners for 3 different categories. The best GSSR for new players, if you want to rope a friend into this hell with us. The best GSSR for veteran players, me assuming you've got a lot of servants in the bank, you've maybe been playing since day one. And of course, what I think is just the most fun GSSR. If you don't care about either of those things, and you just want to try to get a zany, weird servant for some crazy, silly team comps. Either of those could work. Let me know which one you would prefer down in the comments. So the best GSSR for new players, in my opinion, is of course going to be the listed one with Skahawk Scotty on the list. Because if you don't end up pulling a Castoria, well, Skahawk Scotty is going to be the main thing that helps carry you, and we want to be sure that we're able to give those new players some insurance. But on top of that, there are actually a lot of really great servants on here that can really help new players out in the early game. Sherlock Holmes, of course, is a prime example. Having any sort of ruler class is going to help people turtle, and he is an absolutely incredible support servant that is going to be able to enable a lot of very powerful arts comps. So if you ended up pulling a Castoria and you're a newer player, with a Sherlock on your team, you should be able to easily clear some other bosses. There are, of course, also 2 foreigners on this list, both Abigail Williams and Katsushika Hokusai. Foreigner is a very powerful extra class that any new player is going to be very happy to have in their arsenal. Moving beyond that, we've of course got the insanely powerful Lancer Ereshkigal, as well as the insanely underrated Ivan the Terrible, one of the most powerful riders in the game in my opinion. Moving down to the 4 stars, we have Asagami Fujino, a truly incredible archer who is very limited. So players hunting for rarity might want to consider rolling this banner to see if they can get a Fujino. We, of course, also have Parvati on this list. Parvati able to help with 3 turn quick farming. You can go ahead, get in on that at the ground level and build up your servants from there. And, of course, we've got Chiron on this list. Another very powerful supporter that anyone can use thanks to the fact that the Chaldea combat uniform is easily accessible to everyone in the game. My best pick for veteran players is actually going to be this most recent year's batch of servants, because let's be real, you've probably got a solid Merlin, a solid Skahawk Scotty, even a Tamamo. You probably got somebody that's a very powerful supporter on your team, and you're maybe looking for someone to help you to enable some of the more brutal team compositions. Of course, Super Orion is on here and fits this bill and is the main reason I am rolling on this banner, because I really want to to use big muscle archer Unga Bunga on a team. We've of course got Leonardo da Vinci Rider on this team, as well as Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, and finally of course Space Ishtar. All three insanely valuable arts farming 5 stars that are going to be really good when you inevitably pull your Castoria. Also, of course, making an honorable mention to the arts farming, we've got the 4-star Lancer Melt. Lancer Melt, of course, being one of the staples, and of course, we've also got some other solid 4-star picks for fighting single enemies. Kindness and Kijo are very powerful options for taking down any sort of bosses. And of course, let me give an honorable mention to Calamity Jane. Jane fits well in that sort of weird niche use like Chiron, and she can be a very valuable supporter, even though she's in a fairly unorthodox class. And finally, for what I think is the most fun banner for players alike, well, it's gotta be this banner right here. The banner that, of course, contains Arjuna Altar, Kama, and Qinshi Wang. All of these servants are incredibly powerful and have a bunch of ways to ensure that you're able to just strong arm your way through pretty much any content in the game. Qinshi Wang, of course, being a standout for turtle strategies, Kama being one of the best assassins in the game, and Arjuna Altar being Arjuna Altar. Of course, my beloved Summer BB is also on this banner, able to help you lock your command cards and go ahead and push through with whatever servant you have decided is now your primary damage dealer. King Protea has an option to increase her health by absolute magnitudes, and she did recently release a buff on JP. She got one recently along with Summer BB, so that is a nice little bit of future proofing for you as well. If you're looking for some sweet Castoria farming, well, of course, Jean Archer is on this list, as well as Murasaki Shikibu. Both of these characters are insanely prime in that arts farming. Looking at our 4 stars, we've of course got Saber Diarmuid, a servant who has finally reached his peak in this incarnation. He's a great quick damage dealer. We've got Lanling Wang if you want a little more of an unorthodox art supporter, and of course Ashvatthama, just to name a few. Ashvatthama, one of my premier picks for one of the strongest archers in the game. I think he is truly fabulous. And for extra class enthusiasts, of course, Estrella is on this banner, as well as Mysterious Heroine Double X, if you need to scratch that low rarity extra class itch. Anyways, gangs, those are my picks for 3 of the best GSSR banners to go ahead and roll on. I'll provide a link to the complete list from the FGO wiki down in the comments section below, so you can go ahead and peruse. Why don't you go ahead and let me know which servant you are gunning for on the GSSR down in the comments section below. I'm sure it's no surprise to all of you. My 2 servants I'm really looking for are, of course, Super Orion and Space Ishtar. I would love to have either of those servants join my team, but I will of course take a Summer Melt or Saber Astolfo as consolation. If you want to talk more FGO, my Discord server is always open. I want to give a big thanks to the patrons on Patreon, subscribers and followers on Twitch, and of course all of you here on YouTube for giving me the support that I need to continue making these videos. I really appreciate it. But anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.